You won't be able to? Hi. Welcome to Creative Emotions. I am your host, Vaquita Q. Taylor. And yeah, this how I'm feeling, y'all, with the shades on. That's how I'm feeling. I'm going to take them off, though. Looking too cool. Let me know when you're ready for that. But I want to welcome you to the show. When you come to this platform, what you can expect is motivation, information, encouragement, inspiration, empowerment, transparency, and you're going to get these good vibes. Ain't nothing you can do about that. Period. For real, I just want to thank you so much again for watching. Shout out to YouTube, shout out to Podcastic, shout out to Facebook, shout out to all the platforms where we are able to share our gifts, our crafts. I am very grateful for that. I'm grateful for the platform. If you want your own platform, you can reach out to Podcastic and get your own. But I want to put on a video for my next announcement. So make sure you share this video with your family and friends. Go ahead and show that. Creative Emotions presents Poetry and Conversations Open Mic Night, February 16th, 2020.
Squeeze me, lady, take it easy.
You don't want to miss this Detroit gem. It's coming up.
Mary, you want to give us some?
She said she don't like when dudes say, hey. But y'all want a man to be manly, but except when he said, hey, she wanted him to tone it down. When he said, hey, baby, come here. That's different. That's different. It's not manly though.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you want to be married in a certain time, and not married in a different time. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
so
when do I be me? I gotta cut it on and cut it off like a switch.
So be you right now. How you
On the back of this motherfucker.
Oh, that's funny. Let me see.
All right, here we go.
Okay, go ahead.
Should you end a friendship with a member of the opposite sex and they want you to be more than friends, but friendship is all that you want and you have told them honestly on more than one occasion?
Keep going.
That's it?
All of a sudden, they want a blonde, blue-haired trophy wife. So it makes us feel a kind of way. Like we're good enough for you when you're struggling on your way up, but when you get there, now all of a sudden you want better. And I think that's just kind of what's seemingly portrayed. And that's what a lot of black women feel a kind of way.
Okay.
But then we'll see somebody like Serena, and we'll say, go ahead, girl, I ain't married.
It is something for everyone. We have open mic, comedians, singers, rappers. It's a whole space to be open and vulnerable. Don't miss out on Detroit's gem, Poetry and Conversations, the only place to do it. That's the only place to be on February 16th, 2024. Doors open at 8. And our feature is Mental, a.k.a. Penn Wrights. And if you guys know, he is a veteran and definitely a contributor to the poetry scene all across Detroit. Shout out to Mental. Thank you so much for coming to do a feature. Make sure y'all come and show some love. Give a shout out to everyone who's watching. Again, if you share this with your family and friends, today I will be talking about authenticity. But before I do that, I want to remind you guys about my book, I Want My Own Husband, Mindset and Standards on Marriage. Any sponsorships, or if you're looking for a motivational speaker, you can go to www.thecreativeemotions.com, and that will show up on the screen sometime throughout the show. So I just want to come really quick to talk about authenticity and what that looks like. I think throughout our world right now, we need more people being everything that they are to the core of who they are, not trying to be like anybody else. It's okay to admire people, and it's okay to respect people. I think there is a fine line from that. I remember I used to go to a church, and it was almost like everybody talked like them and dressed like them and looked like them, and it was just like little mini me's running around everywhere. And so this guy told me, why are you sounding like them? Why are you better than that, right? Like, why are you doing that? And he asked me this question, why I was in it. Because mentally, when your mind is in another place with that, you won't be able to see what's really going on. And he was just telling me, like, why are you acting like that or talking like that or, whatever, because it just wasn't me. It was what I was under. It was what I was being taught at the moment. And so when you think about being authentic, it's being actually and exactly what is claimed. And so if you claim to be a certain type of person, but you're not really living up to that, that's being inauthentic. Or if you desire to be a certain type of person and you're not putting in the work to do that, that's unauthentic. And so staying true to who you are and what you do and who you serve. A lot of people will switch up real quick about what they serve and who they with. And, that happens. It happens to everyone. So being authentic is not the same as honesty or being real, because everybody want to claim that they real. I'm real. If they cussing or they going crazy or they loud, they're the loudest in the room. The loudest in the room don't mean real. Okay. That doesn't mean that you're being honest. And so when you come to this platform, this is about self-accountability. I do not come here with my finger pointed at anybody, telling people how good I am and how bad they are. This is for myself and whoever is watching. And so we have to be mindful to go through that journey of finding your true self, the core of who you are, and living in that space. You will be fulfilled. It'll take you to another level of joy and peace. That's what this is about. Authenticity is acting according to one's true self and behaving in line with values and personality. And so that's what I want everybody to understand. When you think about being authentic, what does that look like? Do you even bring it up? Is it something that you think? I think when I put it on Facebook, I asked, are you being authentic? Do you walk around and have ulterior motives for people? Do you come around and you're not looking to get to know a person, but you just want to use them for what they have? That's not an authentic person. That's that type of stuff come back on you. So you better be careful. If you know people like that, cut. Seriously, it's too expensive. Especially when you see it coming and you still just deal with it and don't hold those boundaries. So are you living a truly, genuinely, honestly, and fully authentic life? Just being able to go to sleep knowing, you know what, I am myself. I'm not trying to be like nobody else. I move with integrity. I move with honesty. I'm honest. I'm truthful. I can go to sleep at night. I know I'm not lying to nobody. Like, that's huge. And then you have to be able to, backtrack those things. So when you think about authentic, immediately people think of like a work of art, some jewelry, pieces, a bag, a designer bag. When you say, oh, this is authentic, like this is the only one or whatever. But I'm speaking about people. On this platform, I am talking about you. I'm talking about the person. I'm talking about the soul, the being. Is so much deeper than the I. That's who I'm talking to. That's what I'm talking to. So authenticity helps us live a balanced life because you're not trying to live anyone else's life. You can't live in nobody else's shoes. You don't know what they deal with. You don't know, how they live, how they get it, what they doing to get it. And so to want that or to covet that, it's ineffective. And it means you're living an unrealistic life when you're trying to live in somebody else's shoes. So you got to be careful with that. Again, it's okay to admire. It's okay to respect. It's okay to honor, right? Give people their flowers where they do. But there is nobody on this side of heaven that I would say I want to be like, I want to trade my life for, like I want to be that, not one person. And that should be everybody's attitude. And with that, you'll be able to tap into what you're here for and what you have that nobody else in this world has. And that's what's important. So often our brothers and sisters don't go on the exploring and discovering journey, right? They just give up, get lazy. I want to be like that. And that's what they go. They don't go after knowing, their true self. And so that's what's important. You have imposters or people that want to take the life of other people. And it's kind of a slap in God's face, if you ask me, to say, I'm not good enough. I want to be like somebody else. And so we definitely got to be mindful. It's so bad that people change their bodies and their face structure and everything about them to say, I want to look like that person. Like, you feel that bad about yourself, about how you were born, to say you want to change your whole everything. That's something, you know, we need to think about. Like, where is that coming from? That you don't feel like you're good enough, that you want to take on somebody else's identity. So we are in a serious fad of like an era, right, where every generation has it, right? They don't really do the Jerry curls no more, but that was a thing at one point. Did you have a Jerry curl? That was a thing at one point. But now it consists of makeup and wigs and little to no clothes. Like, it literally looks like Lover's Lane on a regular Tuesday. You can just be walking out there. It's like, oh, okay, that's how they feeling, huh? Like, I don't remember this being a thing even in me growing up. So it has changed drastically. And for men, tight pants. I don't remember men pants being this tight. I don't understand, like, what's going on. And hair weaves. Men are getting hair weaves, but they had toupees. What is it called? A toupee? A toupee. They had toupees, so they always wore some hair. So that's not really a big thing. But when you think about, everybody want to look like the next person. And so it's creating just like duplicates. Like, dang, every time you look around, it's the same looking type of person. And so where is people that just want to be their authentic, I was born this way self? Like, I'm everything. And I'm good with that. And I know that. I'm just saying, like, you got to know that about yourself. You don't have to wait for nobody to tell you that. That's the problem. Waiting for somebody to tell you that. Waiting for somebody to validate and just take away from it. But these are just some things on the outer shell and physical things. I'm speaking about you. The only one that no one can duplicate. The one that you should explore and discover because of your true life's purpose and potential. The you that have a choice every day to show up authentically yourself. You can show up every day like, I'm going to be me. I choose, like, consciously me. I'm talking personally. I choose every day to walk in a room like I belong, to hold my head up, to speak and look people in the eye when I do speak, to speak with authority because I have that. Like, I choose that. So somebody look at me like, who she thinks she is? Well, it's who I know I am, because that's how I'm walking in a room, and you can too. So I don't never want to look at nobody like who they think they are. You never know how much it took for a person to even be at a place of having confidence. Who are you to shut that down? Who are you to tell people who they think they are? Don't worry about it. You just worry about you. That's how I feel. But what are you doing? What are you dragging from your past into your now that has put a damper on how you move? Throughout life, we have shared bad habits, behaviors, and systems in the mind that was set up from people around us, right? When you think about your mom, your dad, your aunts, your grandmothers, all these people you live with. And a lot of people drag that stuff on to their adult life. They're here and now. And growing up, you know, you were free to dream until it was snuffed by closed-minded people. Some people that don't believe in dreams. Some people believe in, no, you need a job where you're going to get a certain type of money, a certain type of income, and you're going to work this 9 to 5, and you are living to produce this American dream. And that snuffed your authentic self at some point. And so you got to dig back into that. Dig back into, who am I really? What do I like really? Without being a people pleaser, without worrying about what people are going to think about you, without feeling like I can't even say what I do because people going to say, that's it? Like, what you mean? I wouldn't dare down somebody telling me that they're doing something that they love doing. Doing something they stepped out, they don't have any support, and they stepped out. That's honorable. That's an honorable mention. If you ask me, you get a round of applause for me. Because people not doing that. And then, you know, people are not comfortable with saying what they do. Now, fast forward, you have people who have started families. They've been working the 9 to 5. They've been on this rat race, and they doing everything for everybody else, and they haven't figured it out. They never really got to know themselves. And so they're literally operating out of survival mode. So how can you be authentic? How can you be authentic when you don't know yourself? that's what I wanted to bring out. Bringing this point out, and I'm just coming. This was on my heart. God brought it. When I tell you, Holy Spirit, you in the room, come on in the room. Have a seat, be all in here. When I say authenticity was it. That's all that came to my spirit. When I have these, just them words, I know that's what the show gonna be about. And it's going to help somebody. I'm sure it's gonna come across somebody's eyes that need to hear this so that they can tap back in and they can turn on. Because being out here in this natural realm and trying to move with this hustle and bustle, you'll definitely lose yourself. And some people don't get back to it. Some people choose to take themselves up out of here. And I talk about this a lot because we want to talk about mental health. I'm not saying that it's not a real thing, but a lot of this is because people don't know who they are and why they are here. When you don't know that why you're here, you don't have any support, you don't have people around you, you feel alone, you feel like, what is the purpose? That's normally people in their head. That's normally the cause of why people may not want to be here anymore. And so this is the step of really having a fulfilled life, knowing who you are. Some people are taught certain things. When you authentic, it just flow. Some people fake it and never make it. But authentic people just flourish. That's how I feel. They say fake it till you make it. Okay, you can do that. Or you can make it real to you. You can make it a real thing. We are constantly evolving. I know that some people stay in the past on how things used to be. And it's hurtful to try to stay in past events. Even though, no matter if it felt good, you like back in the day, everybody want to go back in the day, this and back in the day. That don't have anything to do with your now. Even though if it produced a different version of you, it's done its job. And so staying in the present moment, staying right here, right now, can help you to move into your authenticity. That can help you with something that only you can do, only you can bring. Only it's certain people that's going to come across your path, only your path. And it's something that you have to do. You have to tap in and turn on so that you can get the directions that you need. You can get guidance. You are never alone. So just understanding that will put you at a whole nother level of peace. A whole nother level. Authenticity to me is feeling of being fully alive. Like I just feel like present, like I'm here, I'm in this thing, being who you are at your core, and sometimes bravely sharing it with the world. I promise to share this love with the world. When I say I'm awesome and amazing, people be like, "Dang, that's a lot," and I got a lot. I got some more. I can say some more, cause why not? And I ask people, like, tell me something good. And it's so hard for people to tell you something good. Just try to do that one day. Just walk up to somebody and say, "Hey, tell me something good." They're going to be like, you can even go up to believers, ask them. You'll see. Tell me something good. I ain't never seen nobody think so hard. But you say, "Hey, what's going on, man? Nothing. Shoot, this, that, and this and that." We quick to go there. But if you know who you are, you know your words have power. You'll know that you control your reality in a way. You would know that you are in charge of your destiny when it comes to certain things. That everything is lined up, but you make the choice. You would know that, which means your words will be different. Your actions will be different. How you move will be different. And so a lot of times that's how people meh, it's there. I'm here. It is what it is. You know how many people would love to be on this side of the ground? It's important to be appreciative of being here now. Being here now. Who are you? Ask yourself these questions. What do you like to do? What makes you feel aligned? That's something to think about. Do things that are uniquely for you. Be around people who lift you up and make you feel like you're at home. Go somewhere new. I always go somewhere new. I always try new restaurants. Because why? Why are we going to keep going to the same place, getting chicken nuggets and seeing the same person just because they know your name? Go somewhere new. Go somewhere new. Meet some new people. Eat some different food. Why not? Live. Be your true, authentic self. Do some things you've always wanted to do, things that are beneficial to your mindset. Like, feed your mind. It's not always about the doing and moving and partying or, oh, I'm going to go to the spa. I'm talking about internal. People say self-love day. Self-love day is maybe cutting your phone off sometimes. Self-love may be praying for a certain amount of time. It's not always, I'm going to go get my nails done. I'm going to go get a massage. I'm going to go eat. Like, that's feeding your outside. I'm talking about your inner being that needs your full-blown attention. Unexplainable joy comes with authenticity. It's a never-ending journey. Like I said before on previous shows, we would never arrive and be like, boom, I'm here. I'm done. I'm done growing. I'm done with everything. I'm here. That's not going to happen. And it's joy in the journey and growing and understanding yourself, understanding what you like and don't like, and loving the people that surround you in your life. Authenticity is needed in every area of your life, and so I want to encourage you in that. Self-awareness and self-determination allows people to consciously act in ways that show their values, their beliefs, and their psychological needs. And again, I'm talking about that everybody has anxiety and depression and things of that nature is only because you don't know who you are and you don't know why you're here. So many people feel alone nowadays. That is heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to see and to know that, you know, people are going to sleep and they feel alone. They don't have anybody in this world. That has to be a very tumultuous place to be. But being yourself is up there with your basic needs, such as food, shelter, and sleep. It's important. Some of your youth and your young adults alike, suffer from anxiety again and depression, needing medication to have a normal life. I beg to differ. And that's just me. I ain't telling nobody to get off no medication, but I believe once you find out who you are and why you're here, life will have so much more meaning. You will move so much, you know, in a flourishing space. You won't worry. You won't complain. You would stay in that vein of knowing. God said he would never leave nor forsake you. And I stand on that. Like, no matter where I am, you ain't gonna leave me. I'm not forsaken. That'll make you go far. That'll help you walk with your shoulders back and your head up. So I believe we have gotten so far out of our minds that peace is nowhere to be found. In Isaiah 26:3, you will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast because they trust in you. And so I'm going to leave you with 5 ways to develop being authentic. And this is for people they may not have even thought about authenticity, right? They like, what does that have to do with anything? I mean, it has a lot to do with how you move. Because I notice a lot of people that move real strange. They move with motives, and their motives are very clear to people like me. That's aware, that's awake, that see beyond this natural realm. Those motives will stop you in your tracks with me because I already see. So you got to be careful with people and just know that whatever's for you is going to be for you. You don't have to trick nobody. You don't have to lie. You don't have to, act like you're something that you're not, because what is for you will be for you in your season. And knowing that is half the battle. Knowing that will take you to another level. Seriously. I don't want anything that's not for me in this season because I don't want to lose it. I don't want to lose it. I might not know how to keep it. I don't want to lose it. So I just try to be very, very careful with that. But 5 ways to develop being authentic. Practice mindfulness. I know a lot of people that may tap out. They at work, they go on with emotion. They tap out. They children, they running around the house. They, and the parent probably have so many things going on in their mind, so many bills and piled up, no help from the other parent. You have issues at your job. Your vehicle is messed up. Some people are tapping out, literally. So practicing mindfulness, it brings you back to right now, what you have and what you're doing right now. It's you not thinking about nothing else but literally right now. And practicing that mindfulness, it'll bring out gratefulness. That gratefulness will then, bring out thankfulness. The gratitude and the thankfulness, that'll take you to a whole nother level, because that'll change your mindset from complaining to being grateful, to showing gratitude. And every day at the same time, I set my clock to just go in on gratitude. Just go crazy, like on everything. Anything and everything. 12 o'clock every day. My alarm go off and everybody around me at work, they already know. I put my hand up. Soon as they be like, oh, I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful, and they just start, blurting out what they're grateful for. But just knowing that, people see that. It's an opportunity to spread that love, to spread that, because it helps. Whether people know it or not, it helps. The second thing, find ways to act on your core values and beliefs. If you've always wanted to travel abroad and to help people in different countries, find a place here in your own backyard to go and do that same missionary work. If in your heart you want to help abused victims, or you want to help young boys, or you want to be a mentor, or whatever it is, look for those things. Those are core values and beliefs, different things that you feel like, I want to get into that. If you believe in a certain God, you should be going in with your core values and your beliefs. This will help you be authentic. This will help you know, this is my stance. This is what I believe. These are my boundaries. That means you can move authentically. You won't sit here and be in a room that you don't want to be in, because now you're just trying to people please. You just over here, everybody doing everything under the sun, and you ain't like that. But you refuse to act on your core values and your beliefs. This will help you be an authentic person. The third thing, stop and reflect before making decisions. Don't be impulsive. Being impulsive has put people in horrible situations that some things they can't even take back. Some things they wish they could go back and say, you know what, I would have been silent, or I wouldn't have been in that room, or I wouldn't have got in that car, or I wouldn't have been with that person, right? We can all go back, but stop and reflect before making decisions. You have that right. You have that right. This will help you be authentic in your choice and your decision making. Nobody can coerce you, because you have the power. You are in control. You have choices. This will help you. The fourth thing is, don't talk shameful about yourself. Don't down yourself. Don't allow people to down you. Like, not at all. Now, you can take constructive criticism, because that helps you grow. So be open now. I'm not talking about constructive criticism, because we all can have a few friends that tell us, like, you was wrong. But I'm talking about shameful, that make you feel like the bottom of somebody's shoe. Shameful. Don't allow nobody to do that, and don't do it to yourself. This will help you be authentic and say, hey, I made a mistake, and that's okay. And I can learn from this. That's growth. That's really growth. And so the fifth and final thing I want to share is, jot down what authenticity means to you. When people come around that are genuine, and the ones that are not. Are you one? Are you genuine? Do you move with authenticity in your heart and in your actions? Because some people can tell. And so I want you guys to be mindful of this. If this has helped you, make sure you leave something in the comment. If this is your first time, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like, and make sure you share it. Guess what? I love you guys, and there's nothing you can do about it. I hope this helped you. Peace. Oh, you weren't ready. I love you to life.